Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. Today's video I'm going to be showing albums from 1968. And what's playing in the background, this is the Lemon Drops. The song that's playing is I Live in the Springtime. Really good stuff. These guys were really young. They were all like 15, 16 years old when they did this. But great stuff, like garage psych. Really good stuff from the Lemon Drops. So, like I said, today's video is going to be albums from 1968. Turn this down a little bit. And we'll get started. And first up, this is Ogden's Nut Gun Flake by the Small Faces. This is, I keep it in this cover because the album cover is kind of fragile. This is, the album came out in 1968, but this is a 1969 British press. But this is a great album, so good. I'll show you how this opens up here. This, and then it opens like this. Yeah, all four of the members there. But yeah, great album, so good. The classic psych album from 1968, Small Faces, Ogden's Nut Gun Flake. I love side 2 of this. It's like a little fairy tale about Happiness Stan trying to find missing half of the moon. So good. And I read maybe 10, 15 years ago that they were going to make an animated feature out of side 2 of this, but nothing ever happened from it. But that would have been really good. I don't know why I'm showing you that, there's nothing there, but anyway, yeah, Small Faces, Ogden's Nut Gun Flake from 1968. And up next, this is Traffic. This is their second album, just called Traffic. This is really good. This is when Traffic was in their psychedelic era. There's songs on here like You Can All Join In is really good. Who Knows What Tomorrow May Bring. Feeling Alright, Dave Mason song. Vagabond Virgin, 40,000 Headmen, Crying to Be Heard, No Time to Live, and Means to an End. Great album from Traffic. This has like a little booklet in it with pictures and lyrics. But you get the idea. But yeah, great album from Traffic. Their self-titled second album. Really good stuff. And up next, this is The Who, Magic Bus. This one, I don't know why they say on tour, because this isn't a live album. There was an Animals album that's also called On Tour, but this is actually called Magic Bus, but I don't know. But anyway, this is really good. This was put out by Decca. There was like, they needed something to put out, and the Who were working on Tommy at the time, and they didn't have anything they wanted to release as a single or anything. So Decca Records put together this album, and there's some pretty good stuff. Some of it was on some other albums, but there's some pretty good stuff. It's usually like B-side of singles, and I'll just run it down for you. Disguises, Run, 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 Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I Can't Reach You, which is on Sellout. Our Love Was, Is, that's on Sellout too. Call Me Lightning, it's a great song. Magic Bus, that was a single in 1968. Someone's Coming, Doctor, Doctor, Bucket Tea, and Pictures of Lily, which was also, I believe, a single. But yeah, great stuff from The Who. Magic Bus. And up next, this is Pearls Before Swine. This is their first album. This is Tom Rath, who is like the leader of this band. He was the main songwriter. But yeah, this is pretty good. I guess you could classify this as acid folk, but really good stuff. Kind of on the mellow side, but that's cool. I mean, they do songs like Another Time, Playmate, Ballad to an Amber Lady, Ballad to an Amber Lady, Oh Dear Miss Morse, Dropout, Morning Song, Regions of May, Uncle John, I Shall Not Care, and The Surrealist Waltz. But yeah, really good stuff from Pearls Before Swine. Their first album on ESP Disc, which was a label out of New York that signed a lot of unconventional musicians. A really interesting label. But yeah, Pearls Before Swine, their first album, great stuff. Great acid folk. And then up next we got, this is Spirit, family that plays together. Really good stuff. This has the song I Got a Line on You, which is a great song by them. Also has It Shall Be, Poor Richard, Silky Sam, The Drunkard, Darling If, All the Same, Jewish, Dream Within a Dream, She Smiled, and Aren't You Glad? And most of this stuff was written by Randy California. He wrote most of the songs on here, but yeah, great album. I really like Spirit. I think they were an underrated band from the 60s. Some of their later albums, like the stuff they did post 1970 or so, they were okay, but this, like their first 4 or 5 albums are really, really good. So if you don't know about Spirit, check them out. Great band, great album. Spirit, the family that plays together. And up next we have the first album by Nas, featuring Todd Rundgren. And yeah, this is great. Really good psyche, power pop kind of stuff. This has the original version of Hello, It's Me, which Todd would re-record during his solo career. But it has songs like Open My Eyes, which is a great song, Back of Your Mind, See What You Can Be, Hello, It's Me, Wild with Blues, If That's the Way You Feel, When I Get My Plane, Lemon Song, Crowded, and She's Going Down. Great stuff from the Nas. Really good 60s band. Just really great stuff. The Nas, their very first album. And up next, this is Buffalo Springfield, The Last Time Around. This is their last album, or it was their last album. This was just stuff that was left over from the first 2 albums, because by the time they put this out, the band had pretty much broken up. But it's still pretty good. It's got some pretty good songs on it, like On the Way Home, It's So Hard to Wait, Pretty Girl Why, 4 Days Gone. I think that was re-recorded later on. I could be wrong about that, but anyway, Carefree, Country Day, Special Care, The Hour of Not Quite Rain, Questions, I Am a Child, Merry-Go-Round, Uno Mundo, and Kind Woman. Kind Woman was really good. That's a Richie Furay song. Got kind of a country rock feel to it. It's really, really good. That's probably the best song on the album. But it's a decent album, and it's Buffalo Springfield, so you got it. There you go, Buffalo Springfield, Last Time Around. Up next, this is Velvet Underground, White Light, White Heat. What can I say about this? This is an amazing album. Went totally different direction from the first album. The first album was more like kind of mellow at times, softer songs, but this is a killer song, killer album. I mean, White Light, White Heat, shit. The Gift, Lady Godiva's Operation, There She Comes Now, which was covered by Nirvana. Then side 2, I Heard Her Call My Name, which probably has like the wildest guitar solo that Lou Reed had ever recorded. And then the rest of the album, the rest of side 2 is taken up by Sister Ray. And Sister Ray is just, wow, just a great song. Really long, jammy. I mean, they just pulled out all the stops. And reading about them making this album, I think it was Maureen Tucker had said that during the recording of Sister Ray, they were told, Lou just said, you know, just go crazy, do whatever you want. It was like, I'm not sure, maybe like 10 bars or something like that, but they just said, go crazy, you know, and they did. And it's a great album. I really like this album. I love the Velvet Underground anyway, but this is a great album. It's so good. White Light, White Heat, the Velvet Underground. And up next, this is Canned Heat, Boogie with Canned Heat. I think this might be like their second or third album, but yeah, really good stuff on here. Amphetamine Annie, An Owl Song, Marie Laveau, Fried Hockey Boogie, Evil Woman, My Crime, has the hit On the Road Again, World in a Jug, Turpentine Moan, Sunnyland Slim, and Whiskey Headed Woman #2. But great stuff from Canned Heat, kind of a blues rock, heavy guitar work, really good guitar work from, I think his name is Al Wilson. But yeah, great stuff from Canned Heat. I love this band. It's so good. But Canned Heat, Boogie with Canned Heat. And up next, this is the Monkees Head soundtrack. Great album from them. This is probably their most psychedelic album, but the movie is really, really weird and strange, and I love it. But the music on here is just great too. There's songs like the Porpoise song, Circle Sky is really good. Can You Dig It? Superstitious, As We Go Along is really good. Daddy's Song, which was written by Harry Nilsson. And the long title, Do I Have to Do This All Over Again? And I even like the ending, the last track, the Swami plus string. That's really good. The whole album's a trip to listen to. Like I said, it's the Monkees' most psychedelic album. Great stuff from the Monkees. check out the movie if you haven't seen it. It's really good. And up next, this is Reuben and the Jets. It's actually Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Really good stuff. This is all like 50s style doo-wop, which was like Zappa's favorite kind of music when he was growing up, or as a teenager. He was really into 50s doo-wop. So he decided to do a whole album of it. And they're original songs, but they're done in the doo-wop style. But great stuff from Frank Zappa, Mothers of Invention, Cruising with Reuben and the Jets. And up next, if I can get it out of here, this is St. John Green. This is like a exploitation album, a psychsploitation album. This has Kim Fowley is involved with this in some capacity. But yeah, this is really good. It's kind of kitschy, if that's the right word. It's really weird. It's a weird album, but it's kind of fun to listen to, especially when you got buzz. But yeah, it's like songs like Seventh Generation Mutation, Canyon Woman, Devil in the Sea, Do You Believe, Help Me Close the Door, Messages from the Dead, Goddess of Death, St. John Green, Spirit of Now, Love of Hate, One Room Cemetery, and Shivers of Pleasure. But yeah, pretty good psychsploitation album. Fun to listen to. Just great stuff. St. John Green. And a few more here. This is the Trogs, Love Is All Around. Really good stuff from them. Love Is All Around was covered by R.E.M. on their Unplugged album. They did a pretty good version of it. But yeah, this has got some good stuff on it. Love Is All Around, Night of the Long Grass, Gonna Make You, Any Way You Want Me, 6654321, When Will the Rain Come, Little Girl, I Can't Control Myself, that's a great song. Girl in Black, Give It to Me, and Cousin Jane. Now this album, it says up here in the corner, electronically altered to simulate stereo. But I'm wondering, I have never seen a true stereo version of this, or a true mono version. All I've ever seen is the electronically reprocessed thing. And generally that kind of sounds crappy. But it sounds okay. I mean, the album's really good. I like all the songs and stuff, but I think either a true mono or a true stereo would probably sound pretty excellent. But yeah, the Trogs, Love Is All Around, great album. And up next, this is Shape of Things to Come by Max Frost and the Troopers. This is a fictional band. It's all studio musicians, but they were a band that was featured in the movie Wild in the Streets, about the youth take over America. Really trippy movie. But the song on here, it was a single called The Shape of Things to Come. It was really, really good. I have the soundtrack album to that movie, Wild in the Street, and it also contains the song Shape of Things to Come on it. But the one on this sounds different. It doesn't sound as good. It sounds like one channel is missing. And the version of the song on the soundtrack sounds way better. But anyway, this is a fairly decent album. It's not too bad. Max Frost and the Troopers, Shape of Things to Come. And last one here, this is The Move, their first album from 1968, of course. This is actually mostly this is a collection of their singles, because for about a year after they came out, started releasing records, all they ever released was singles. And then in 1968 they gathered up all the singles and put them out as an album, and this is it, their first album. This is a reissue on music on vinyl. Duh. But anyway, yeah, great album from The Move. Songs like Yellow Rainbow, Kilroy Was Here, Here We Go Round the Lemon Tree, Walk Upon the Water, Flowers in the Rain, Hey Grandma, which I think was done by Moby Grape. But yeah, Useless Information, Zing With the Strings of My Heart, The Girl Outside, Fire Brigade, and Cherry Blossom Clinic. But great stuff from The Move. First album. Of course, everybody knows this band turned into Electric Light Orchestra by the end of the 60s. But yeah, great stuff from The Move, first album. So there you go. Hope you all enjoyed that. I want to thank everyone who's subscribed in the last couple of weeks. I mean, I've been getting like a subscriber almost one a day, so that's good. You know, thanks a lot for that. And I guess that'll be it. Take care, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying your music, and we'll see you next week.